You're watching the 2019 SCAC Fall Media Days. It's day 3, and we're taking a look at the University of St. Thomas men's soccer program. The Celts are coming off a 9-8-2 season a year ago. The Celts will once again be led by head coach Ian Clerihew, along with senior defender Carlos Marquez. Coach Carlos, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Coach, we'll start with you. You're heading into your 3rd year as the head coach there at St. Thomas, but the first year into the SCAC. Talk about your excitement about joining this new league, and what do you enjoy most about this time at preseason? It's unique comparative to the rest of the year. What do you enjoy most about it?
Well, I think, with our group, we have some new players, and you get to see their mentality, and you get to see what they get to bring to the group, and then you get to see the returners' leadership, and it's been excellent. I think the mentality and the leadership and just the ability of the players to work through 4 double days, right? We had 4 tough days of preseason has been fantastic. So good start to the season.
Carlos, for you entering your senior season, your final preseason camp, does this feel a little bit different knowing it's your last go-around? Is there a sense of urgency from you as you kind of take on that leadership role and help usher in this new era of St. Thomas men's soccer in the SCAC?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different with this league, but at the same time, we're playing the same sport, and we committed the same as in other leagues. So I think it's going to be great, this change, and I think we're going to do a great job in this league.
Coach, I look at your roster, 17 upperclassmen. It's incredible experience. Does that allow you and your staff to kind of expedite things that you work on and do in preseason? And, what is kind of the message to these guys throughout the course of preseason camp as you sort of set the foundation for a new year?
Yeah, I mean, having that many returners is a bonus. And for us, we try to get a few main game themes and principles down on the defending side, and then work our way to the attack and just make sure we have balance eventually by the time the season starts. And I think we're headed towards that. 4 double days is a challenge physically. So, we're really not that far into our training yet. So it's still early days, but things are looking very good.
Carlos, for you, as you look ahead to this season, what are you most looking forward to as far as kind of the new challenges of the SCAC and kind of venturing into the unknown? Is that something that excites you? What are you looking forward to most with those hurdles looking into the year?
Well, according to this change into this new league, I'm looking forward to playing new teams. I want to know how good they are and how good we can do in this league. Even though it's going to be a big change, I think we can do a great job. And I'm looking forward already for the season.
Coach, as a new member of this league, what is the type of style of play that you want to see your guys put forth on the field this year? What are you expecting to see from your group as they enter the SCAC?
I mean, hopefully winning, but all kidding aside, I think we need to play a style that is effective against whatever we come up against. So again, we start with our defending, and we need to make sure that we're sound on that side, and once we get that together, then eventually get our attack going the way that we want to be. But I think every league, of course, is a little bit different, and this league is no different, and I think it'll have its own set of challenges that I'm not aware of right now, which is probably a bonus for the teams that have been in the league for a while. But I think it also benefits us, right? It's a two-way street there. So I think it's just a kind of a general excitement with some unknowns out there that I think in the end will make things kind of very unique for us.
Carlos, as I look at last season, it's kind of a tale of 2 different years. You closed the year incredibly, 8-1-1 down that home stretch. Does the manner in which this team closed out the season kind of give your group confidence and add a little bit more of a buzz and energy heading into preseason this year?
Absolutely. I think winning those last 7 games during last season, that gave us a lot of confidence, and It gave us the meaning of how good we can play, because coming back from losing 5 games in a row and then winning the seven games and going to the final, that gave us a lot of confidence, and we know that we can do a lot better and we can win the championship.
Finally, to wrap things up with you, Carlos, as you've had discussions with your teammates, preliminary talks here early in this season, and you've talked about some of the goals for this 2019 year. What are those goals, and what will be key in order for this team to accomplish them heading into the season?
I mean, being our first year, our main goal, even though it's our first year, our goal is to win the championship. Of course, we're very ambitious and we also want to play good, but our first goal will be win it, which is, at the end of the day, the main reason we're over here, right?
And finally, Coach, I'll end with this as we open this new chapter and start of a new journey here for St. Thomas men's soccer in the SCAC. What are your expectations going into 2019? And this season will be successful if what plays out with your group over the course of the season?
I mean, I think we need to learn how to play in some tough places, right? Trinity, just using them as an example, Colorado College, the traditional teams in this league, the top teams have done very well. So, they're the benchmark, and there are many other good teams in the league as well. So, taking nothing away from the other teams, but so for me, how do we do against the benchmark? How do we do against the top teams in the league? And we play Colorado College twice, we play Trinity once, play Southwestern once, we play many of the teams once, and how do we match up against them? And if we play them twice, I do know it's very difficult to beat a team twice, and if you're on the losing end of that, the same thing. It's difficult to lose twice. So it'll be interesting. We have some opportunities to learn about our opponents for the second game, and then some other games you got 90 minutes to get it done. So it'll be really interesting to see how our group learns to travel to Colorado and play at altitude, right? Johnson and Wales and Colorado College. So. Those are challenges that I'm excited for our mature group to handle and learn from and hopefully come out with a good result.
University of St. Thomas men's soccer program. Again, the Celts will head into the year under head coach leadership from Ian Clerihew along with senior defender Carlos Marquez. The Celts will open up the season August 31st when they take on Seoul Ross State. Coach, Carlos, thanks so much for your time today and best of luck as you head into the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.